Hello, I am a nerd. Easter's around the corner. We all need to celebrate, but why do we have to celebrate in the traditional way? What I'm gonna do this Easter is sit down and listen to a bunch of episodes about the Easter Rising. I just read an article on Britannica about it, so let's get into it. So, the Easter Rising was an armed revolution by Irish nationalists who wanted to free Ireland from British control, no doubt being reminded by past atrocities like the potato famine, as well as past British cruelty. You see, the nationalist faction wanted a free Ireland free from British rule and didn't mind an armed revolution to do it. But the Unionists, they wanted to be part of Great Britain and were happy with Ireland's place in the empire. By the way, just a correction, I said in a previous Easter Rising video that Britain was a republic. It's an empire. I made a big mistake. Britain is definitely an empire, and calling it a republic is an insult to anyone they've ever hurt. Darling, Britain is an empire, darling. You should have known that from the start, darling. Sorry, Edna Mode is talking. Darling, the Irish Republicans, so stylish. But the Irish Unionists? Peh! We don't like her. The Irish Unionists were good people, but peh! Not as fun, darling. Yes, I agree, Edna Mode. Anywho, there was a big Unionist faction in the north of Ireland, and people are arguing about what will be done with the big Unionist part of Ireland at the top. Would they integrate it into Ireland? Would it remain part of Britain, or would it become its own country? So, the time arrived. An opportunity presented itself. Britain went to war with Germany, so the Irish got a bunch of really powerful German weapons. But unfortunately, the uprising was contained within the city of Dublin. If I may intervene, Mr. I Am a Nerd, any rebellion without the support of the people is ruined. Ruined from the beginning. Ha! It's over. You're very right, Edna Mode. Any rebellion without the support of the people is going to be ruined. But the fighting was basically contained to Dublin. One man from the Irish Nationalists, or the Irish Republican Brotherhood, said, "We can't have a free Ireland without Britain. And Britain is a capitalist country. There's no way they'll bomb infrastructure with heavy artillery." And surprisingly, British cruelty was shown when they used heavy artillery on a populated city. And, the Irish nationalists fought with them in guerrilla war in the streets for several days. But ultimately, they were defeated, captured, and executed. But the executions were so bloody, so horrific, that they actually swayed public opinion. Because as you said, Edna Mode, any rebellion without the support of the people is doomed. You are correct, I am a nerd. I was correct. I am correct. Ha! Yes, thank you, Edna Mode. Anyway, the point of public contention over these executions went from maybe a little bit of sympathy to absolutely appalled at the executions. They were executing people who didn't even take part in the rebellion. So a few years later, in 1918, the Irish public was behind the rebellion this time. And in the War of Irish Independence, they fought and they defeated the British. They destroyed all of them and gained their independence. The British Empire had taken a massive L. And Ireland, to this day, is a free republic. Whereas Britain has officially lost its empire status. We are nerds.